Finally, I'm off tomorrow night. I won't get to see you on Christmas Eve, so now is my chance to wish you a Merry Christmas and give you the gift of poem. One day early. Here's a look back at an amazing year in sports. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the town, there were sports fans remembering how this year went down. After 7 long years, no more Michigan choke. Their hopes now restored by their own Brady Hoke. While down in Columbus, a rough year is through with a temporary coach and some permanent tattoos. But now there is hope with a new coaching hire. For Christmas this year, here's a gift, Urban Meyer. But not every coach had so happy a fate, like Paterno, Sandusky, and those at Penn State. While here in Toledo, a year to enjoy till a coach packed his bags and left for Illinois. But still, all the Rockets accomplished their goal. For the second straight year, they're off to a bowl. While down at BG, there's a new place to go. For hoops, let it strow, let it strow, let it strow. In high school, St. Ursula sure put up a fight. In soccer and volleyball, it was close but not quite. For Perrysburg baseball, a similar fate. The Jackets came up just a game short of state. For Rogers and Start and Central, the same. Great seasons that ended with heartbreaking games. And the boys from Whitmer, a season so fun till 13-0 turned to 13-1. And back in the spotlight, the silver and blue, their attitude led by Ndamukong Suh. While the Cavs were so awful, their luck changed real quick, from the worst in the league to the #1 pick. Big Papa was perfect, nothing more, nothing less. His Tigers advanced to the ALCS, and the Rockets a new trophy to put on the shelf. The Trojans had nothing to fear but Shafir herself. The U.S. Senior Open, a magnificent scene. In the end, Olin Brown left his mark on the greens, and 2 selfish leagues in a full legal brawl made us question why we even love their sports at all. But the fact is we do, and sports is our heaven. Merry Christmas to all. What a great 2011. What a great year. I'm Dave Ho-Ho Holmes, wishing you and your family a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Opening day, another fun one at Fifth Third Field, and the fun actually started much earlier than expected. Yes, the game started at 4 o'clock, but I went undercover to give you a behind-the-scenes look at everything that happened on opening day. 10:36 a.m., the Swamp Shop already open for business, shelves are being stocked. 10:52 a.m., employees sweeping the aisles, probably wondering how they're even dirty since this is the first game of the season. 11:03 a.m., cups are being stacked, condiments are prepared, everyone works much harder once they're filmed. 11:12 a.m., the beer gets put on ice, hours later it will be sold for 7 times its actual value. 11:17, popcorn starts popping, boxes being filled. 11:22, I try to get free food by mentioning Lee Conklin's name. The cashier looks at me and says, "Who?" 11:27, the first Mud Hens arrive at the ballpark. 11:43, the infield is hosed down, and I start to wonder, if you soak it willingly, why are you so quick to cover it when it rains? 11:49, it's sprinkling outside. Some of the Hens start taking indoor batting practice. 12:11, General Manager Joe Napoli gets a phone call. Contents unknown, but it must be a secret. He escapes into the shadows. 12:52, the players take the field to stretch. They assure me that no one will actually run like this during the game. 1:01, the infield is raked just in time for the players to start taking outdoor batting practice. 1:22 p.m., the doors aren't open to the public for 8 more minutes, but one fan must have beaten security. No one seems worried. 1:30, doors open for Mud Hens happy hour. 2:09, Hens finish batting practice and start answering tough questions from the media, like, are you excited for opening day?
I feel like the fans are excited about it. We were home yesterday off and kind of creating a little bit of a buzz around town, and it was fun. It's exciting.
2:15 p.m., Columbus Clippers take batting practice. 3:10, food is served in the media room. I'm going dark for the next 20 minutes. 3:37, the ceremonial first pitch by the 180th Fighter Wing. 3:40, player introductions. 3:52, national anthem by Miss Ohio Becky Minger. Creepy man in the bleachers asks, it is Miss Ohio, right? 3:55, flyover ignites the crowd, and finally we are ready to play ball. It's time for the world premiere of the 2011 Border Battle Rap. It's the real one right here. Hope. They said we couldn't top last year, but we got to show them.
The pinnacle of rivalry. Follow me and hear the fans chant it. Seeds of hate planted and they've grown up like a Buckeye tree. Both sides agree. I hate you and you're not fond of me. That's our decree. Let's put it on a marquee so that all can see the way we're feeling. Emotions that we all are dealing. Deck our places out from the basement to the highest ceiling. Joy stealing when your team is the one that's reeling. Like a misbehaving dog, there's no way you can get a healing. Quit your squealing, Wolverines, and hit the buck so hard you'll make them scarred with tattoos of your maize and blue helmet wing. Blood trickles from the beat hoax and the fighting fickles. Physicality is fine with me, no place for tears and sniffles. Clear as crystal, fired up just like a launch missile. Game stuck on my brain like Thomas Jefferson is stuck on nickel. Makes sense? Like the OSU defense, they've been seeing dead QBs like Haley Joel and Sixth Sense. So intense, but Denard, man, he's hard to guard, and that's who they are seeking. Man, he's peeking like a picket fence.
Michigan beat the Bucks today.
Show them what you're made of.
Take it to the scarlet and gray. OSU, show them why you're great.
Keep up all the winning.
Make that winning streak get to rain.
It's a border war, and pride is what we're playing for. But this year feels so different from the many years we played before. I know it's sore, and the Bucks would like me to ignore their reputation in the nation's ever closer to the floor. There's only so much scandal a college team can handle, but I think on them just like the tattoos that the players traded for a sinking vessel. So see you later, Dressel. Luke Fickle, get us out this pickle. Here's the keys to the horseshoe castle. Let's kill the beat a minute while I spit it and sample my wit. My rhyming skills so hot to handle, you might need an oven mitt. Bring the baseline back like a vertebrae. Shout out to the Scarlet and Gray, hunting Wolverines like they are the prey. But Michigan is looking at brighter days. They're back to the winning ways, knocking out opponents like Woody Hayes.
Michigan beat the Bucks today.
Show them what you're made of.
Take it to the scarlet and gray.
Wolverines.
OSU, show them why you're great.
Keep up all the winning.
Make that winning streak get to rain.
Another loss Michigan can't afford. Tired of coming up short. You put the work in, now go get your reward. Time to bounce back like a bungee cord. Wolverine pride restored. Go put on a football clinic like Betty Ford. Ohio State, victory is your fate. Winners of 7 straight. Okay, technically last year's game you had to vacate. Time to move on from the tattoo gate. No players to reinstate. Make your legacy grow faster than inflation rates.
Michigan beat the Bucks today.
Show them what you're made of.
Take it to the scarlet and gray.
Wolverines.
OSU, show them why you're great.
Keep up all the winning.
Make that winning streak get to rain.
It's an interesting way of looking at it. Rivalry as cooperation. Two sides look at each other and say the only thing we have in common is a strong disliking. Rivals need each other. Light wouldn't exist without darkness. Rivals might hate each other, but they love to hate each other. They're competitive, proud, passionately illogical to think that another group of people is evil simply because they wear a different colored shirt. It's time to celebrate rivalries. Falcons against Rockets, Bowling Green against Toledo, that team down south against that team from the north. The I-75 rivalry is next. The first double eagle in PGA Championship history happened right here at Inverness, but nobody saw it. It was 1993. Darrell Kessner, a club pro from New York, didn't draw much of a gallery, but his wife followed him that day with a video camera. She filmed the entire front nine, but then noticed her battery was starting to die. Darrell said, no problem, just conserve battery, don't film every shot. So Darrell came to the 13th hole, a par 5 here at Inverness, and he hit a beautiful drive. It left him 222 yards to the hole. Now Kessner could see the television crews packing up behind the green because it was late in the day, and let's face it, this was Darrell Kessner, not Greg Norman. Well, you can see it coming. Kessner hit a 5-wood, and it bounced right into the hole. Only about 8 people saw it because the camera wasn't rolling, which begs the question, if you make a double eagle and no one's around, does it really make a sound?
This 2011 U.S. Senior Open Insider was brought to you by 13ABC and the University of Toledo Medical Center, a higher degree of healing.
Psst, gather round for the gossip. Did anyone see Kim Kardashian's wedding special last night? Too much makeup, and yeah, looking good in white, but who needs 3 dresses? Really? Let's talk royalty. Princess Catherine, Duchess of Cambridge, not pregnant. Quit the rumors. Let her enjoy some time with Prince William, people. Crush the Cougars? Yeah, that's a slogan, not a lifestyle. Ashton Kutcher, you naughty little dog. So Hillary Duff is pregnant with hockey husband Mike Comrie, and this week she said she definitely wants to find out if it's a boy or girl. But Jennifer Aniston still on the fence about getting pregnant. And don't get me started on Will Smith and Jada. Quite the pickle. Okay, I can't do this anymore. Generally speaking, I hate gossip. I feel like a lonely, bitter person.
Waking up in the evening, do my makeup, gotta get on set. Having high hopes, gotta use my scope, cause gingivitis is a constant threat. It's almost showtime and everybody's rushing. Gotta get down to the newsroom, gotta get my scripts, and I see my friends.
Man, these birds are angry.
Friday, Friday, my first football Friday. Every team's been looking forward to the weekend. Friday, Friday, kick the ball off on Friday. Keep it locked on 13 ABC until week 10. Practicing, yeah. Huddling, yeah. Football Friday, thank God it's our opening weekend.
It's Friday, my day. Got it made in the shade in my Escalade. Ha, just kidding, I'll be rolling in the bins. I got more game than DeCromwell's got wins. I'm taking the show to the bottom of the hour. Wanna see my name in lights like my man Rob Powers. New season, new league, shout out to the track. They call me Doug Pearson, I'm the Titan of rap.
Friday, Friday, my first football Friday. Every team's been looking forward to the weekend. Friday, Friday, kick the ball off on Friday. Keep it locked on 13 ABC until week 10. Cheerleading, yeah. Hydrating, yeah. Football Friday, sit back and enjoy your weekend.
It's one of the most famous shots in major championship history, and it happened right here at Inverness in this greenside bunker on the 18th hole. Bob Tway and Greg Norman tied going into the final hole of the 1986 PGA Championship when Tway finds the bunker, then finds the cup. All right, we're gonna have to shoot that again. When Tway finds the bunker, then finds the cup. Okay, edit that one out. You see, it's soft sand. I can't hit out of soft sand. I hate this game. Cushy country club bunkers. I need to. Then finds the cup. I said finds the cup. All right, shut it off. For the love of Larson. Then finds the cup. Of course, Bob Tway couldn't use trick editing. He had one chance to get it right, and he did.
This 2011 U.S. Senior Open Insider was brought to you by 13 ABC and the University of Toledo Medical Center, a higher degree of healing.
Final round of the Masters. Tiger Woods started the day 7 shots off the lead held by Rory McIlroy, and it didn't take long for Tiger to roar and Rory to fade away. It's a tradition unlike any other, the Masters highlights on ABC. We start with Tiger at the second, trying to come from behind and win a major for the first time in his career. This finishes about 5 feet away. He birdied to get the 6 under. But early in the round, it looked like the magic belonged to Charles Schwartzel. First hole off the green, chipping for birdie. The ball keeps tracking and tracking, and it drops to move him within 3 of the lead. Now let's move ahead to the third hole. Schwartzel from the fairway, and he's dialed in like Scott Baio. Charles in charge of his pitching wedge from 108 yards, right in the cup. Eagle moves him to a share of the lead. Tiger keeps moving up the board. This for Eagle on 8, and for 2 hours on the front 9, the old Tiger. Fist pumps, clutch putting. Tiger moves to a share of the lead. But what about Rory McIlroy? He needed the Heimlich from the opening tee shot. Here he is on 10. His drive literally not even in the right neighborhood. Triple bogeyed, shot 80. Back to Tiger, this on 15. Eagle putt to take sole possession of the lead, and that's where he lost the tournament. Lip out, settled for birdie, finished in 4th. Down the stretch, no one was clutch like Charles Schwartzel. Seriously, birdie on 17, so calm under pressure. Then on 18, another birdie. And for the 4th straight major, we have a first-time winner. Charles Schwartzel birdied 15, 16, 17, and 18 to come out of nowhere and win the 2011 Masters.